I couldn't speak to people, I couldn't eat, and I didn't know what it was. I didn't know what was wrong with me.
Felt like I was not normal anymore. I felt like I was weird. I was opposite from everybody.
Felt like no one was ever gonna know the pain that I was going through.
That's when I realized that I needed to end my life.
I realized that I could just watch myself die and all the problems would go away, or I could decide to go to the hospital and get help. And that's when I realized that I did want to live.
So I got on the phone and I dialed 911, and all I remember saying is help.
Something happened during my time in treatment where all of a sudden this shift happened where I was like, you're allowed to be happy and it's gonna be great and we're gonna have a great life.
I didn't think I was gonna live past 16 and I'm 19 now.
It was amazing. I had the best time. It was like 2 weeks ago I was in hospital because I tried to kill myself, and here I was on a college campus, all this freedom, and I wanted to live.
My name is Sarah Virginia. I'm a junior at college. I really love playing music, writing, talking to a friend.
My name's Devin. I am a student athlete. I run track and field. I'm a dance minor.
From the outside, most people wouldn't guess that I've battled with depression, anorexia, and self-harm. But I have, since I was 12.
Like many people, I've had my struggles and problems. But sometimes my emotions and bouts with depression became too much for me to handle.
The darkest point was when I was 17 and I tried to kill myself.
It got to the point where I would say things like, I'm just gonna jump off this roof. No one's gonna stop me.
I took an overdose of painkillers.
I'm overwhelmed and I can't do this anymore. And I kept saying, I can't do this anymore.
This is a piece of my life's journal.
This is my story.
A chronicle of my struggles and triumphs.
My self-prescribed path to happiness and mental health that brought me back from the brink.
I will always struggle with depression, but this is how I cope every day to stay healthy.
This is Union Mills, Indiana, my hometown where I grew up. I've been here for the summer and I head back to school tomorrow for my senior year. Union Mills is very small, very tiny. There's nothing to do in this town. There's corn and beans, and there's a mill pond and some parks and trains. Lots of trains. Trains that keep me up at night. Duke is one of my best friends in the entire world. He's been there for me since basically day one. He's like a brother to me.
Screw you. Airbender is nowhere near as cool as Dragon Ball Z.
Okay, first off, last Airbender.
Don't even talk like this is gonna be a competition. You know it's not going to be.
Don't even, I mean.
Go to hell.
Granted, I didn't watch Dragon Ball Z, so I don't know.
Yeah, so your childhood was nothing.
Okay, but I had Power Rangers in my life.
You didn't even have a childhood, basically.
Okay, first off, Yu-Gi-Oh! And Pokemon by far were better than Dragon Ball Z.
What?
So what are we gonna do?
I have no idea.
I mean, we could drive around, right? We could just kind of...
Reminisce around Union Mills?
Yeah. Can we do that?
On your last day here, yes, we can see these sights and sounds of what this place has. We got fields. There's corn everywhere!
Every year before I go back to school, most of my family, we all get together and we all have this like last meal. It's like 60 miles. I can get there in about 45 minutes if I, a little speeding.
No.
No?
Mom doesn't want speeding.
Okay.
Are you excited for your last year?
I'm really excited to get back because this is the first time in my life where I haven't had like this weight on my shoulders where I felt like I always had to be something I'm not or just put on this front for people. Just a couple weeks ago, I came out to the world. It was the first time where I had put it concrete in everyone's face. I'm gay. Having to hide my sexuality, not being able to be myself, affected my mental health.
Well, hopefully from this experience and everything that you've been through, you can now move on and be happy. There's been many times that Devin would call me from college crying and just sounding like he's lost all hope. Being a nurse, I stressed to him that I thought it was also important that he see a doctor to talk about clinical depression, and now that he's gotten help, it just makes me all the more proud of him.
When I reached out and sought help from my friends and my family and professionals, it made me feel, no, I'm not alone.
What are your plans for after school? Have you thought about that yet?
No, don't really have anything planned out. I'm just gonna winging it, just kind of playing it by ear, taking it as I go. I head back to school for my senior year. I'm excited, I'm nervous, just because this is the first time I'm actually going back to a new kind of persona. It's gonna be really interesting to see how some people react to it when they see me.
I'm originally from Oxfordshire in England. People here think I talk funny, but I actually talk properly. I'm a junior at college, and I'm double majoring in communication and political science. I just bought a new scooter, and it's a lot of fun. School is starting this week, and I'm super excited because it's a new start. I'm looking forward to catching up with my friends I haven't seen all summer, especially my roommate, Charlie.
The hair is so perfect.
Thank you. Oh my gosh.
Oh my God, I'm so excited to see you. Oh, I missed you. I'm looking forward to this semester just so much.
Me too.
I really missed it over the summer. I missed you, I missed everyone. I missed Salem in general, Salem's awesomeness.
Yeah.
So what'd you do all summer?
I worked on a farm in Amherst, Massachusetts.
So cool.
Yeah.
So I stayed inside a lot, and I learnt ukulele.
Nice.
Which was a lot of fun. What do you think of the room?
I like it.
Do you like
really
the new furniture?
Yeah.
And have you seen the kitchen?
Yeah.
Did you know we have a new stove?
Oh, we do?
And a new microwave?
No way.
I know! I know, I can't wait.
I've been advised to try new things because retreating to my old patterns is dangerous to me.
I had this idea that we could do like a dinner party.
Yeah.
So,
Throughout my first year, especially at college, I was tormented by anorexia. I avoided a lot of meals with my friends, so I want to plan a dinner party to try and stretch myself. I need to do this to be successful in recovery.
Yeah, I was surprisingly lonely last night.
yeah,
But I took off all my clothes, so like I took advantage of you not being there.
Yeah.
My boyfriend Neil lives in Oxfordshire, England, 3,000 miles away. We've been dating for nearly 4 years.
Hello. How are you?
I'm good, thanks. Yourself?
I'm good. I miss you though.
You're beautiful as always.
I wish you could be here just to see everything that's going on. I'm gonna try and go to some of the dances and other fancy events with my friends just because I've never really been brave enough to do that kind of thing. But I just wish that you could come with me. But I'll send you pictures. I'm cooking a dinner party for some friends as well with Sarah and Amanda, and that'll be fun.
Well, you're forgetting you can do anything you put your mind to.
Steadily over these past, 2-3 years, things that used to be so torturing are just okay now.
I worry about you daily. If anything happens to you, you're 3,000 miles away. I'm gonna worry.
He says I'm beautiful, always, and pretty, and wonderful, and smart. I find it so hard to believe him, but when he says that to me, I know that he genuinely believes that, and it surprises me sometimes that we're seeing the same person. For as long as I can remember, I felt uncomfortable with myself. I've never loved my personality or the way I look. I always felt like there were parts of me that could look better. It seems strange to think of, someone 8 years old could be stressed or suffer from anything like that. But I definitely was a very anxious child. I definitely had a lot of worries and concerns, and I was able to twist everything so that it kind of reflected negatively on myself. My feelings about my weight, which started when I was so young, they never went away. And I'm not sure now if it was my weight or if it was some way of externalizing kind of inner stress and sadness. I also started writing down my weight every day. I'd write it down and then I'd make a little comment. One day I wrote a comment next to my weight, jokingly saying, maybe I should become anorexic. I had it all planned out. I wasn't eating. I threw my lunch away. I'd purposefully come late to avoid food. I lost my period for about 2 or 3 months. I was cold all the time. I was shaking all the time. I had purple fingernails. My hair would fall out. The next step was probably when I was 12 and I self-harmed for the first time. At that point, I'd become so overwhelmed with stress and trying to cope with always setting myself up to fail according to my own standards. I just cut myself and make little marks. I began to start thinking that something could be seriously wrong.
You know, when I think back into high school, you know, not being able to be myself and not really fitting in, I was this new kid that just kind of showed up. No one really wanted to get to know me for who I was. They would make fun of me for being black or being Greek. They would say names like, you know, Baba Black Sheep and Nig Nugget and Niglet. The kids were just really mean sometimes. And, you know, all I did was ever try to be nice and fit in. And no one ever wanted to give me that same respect in return. Running was really something that helped change my life because I was doing it as a way to express myself and a way to just forget the world for an hour or so. Despite everything that was going on with me internally, when I was on the track, you know, I wasn't gonna be this kid that was just stuck in my room or the kid that just took all the heat from everybody. It felt good to, you know, to walk around high school and just have some of these, you know, patches on my Letterman's jacket, you know, with some of my medals, you know, dangling. And if they weren't gonna look at me for what I had to offer on the inside, that maybe I could put on this jacket and I could show them these things and they would be like, oh, maybe this kid isn't, you know, so odd. Maybe he's not so strange, you know, maybe he is kind of cool. You know, I conquered these awful feelings, you know, in high school, and I was excited, you know, to finally be able to go away to school because everyone has this idea that college is where you get to go and just be you. But, you know, that didn't ever happen. You know, I came to school and I still was in this little box that I was stuck in. It was just like a feeling of being like stuck in quicksand. Like no matter how hard you fight and how hard you try to get out, you're just stuck. It got so bad, I considered committing suicide. I found myself having those thoughts more and more often as time went on. Things could not get any worse. My coming out a couple weeks ago was important for my health and well-being, but now I have to face the people that are here on campus and face my other like teammates and other like fellow athletes, because whether they have known before or not, they're gonna really know now.
If you or someone you know is struggling emotionally, head to halfofus.com for resources. If you need immediate help, please call 1-800-273-TALK for a confidential conversation. I've learned that in my recovery, it's important to rely on my friends when I need them. I haven't seen my friends since I came out. I don't know how they're going to treat me, and that makes me nervous because I need their support.
Hey, sweet pants, Bruno Mars.
All right, I'm leaving already.
Oh, pull it this way. You can't sit down here. Wow. Why don't, let's play Kings. We already had 2 stars. Sit down. You have to play.
All right, somebody scoot over.
Get to your spot. Dude, you leave a number ahead of time.
You are so booty at this.
Leave him alone.
She has blonde hair, it's okay.
She has blonde hair.
Ah, fuck me up. Jimmy, 1, 1.
1, 1, 8, 8.
Fuck me up. Jimmy, 1, 1.
1, 1, 8, 8.
What's up?
I'm really kind of nervous, you know. This is the first time going to the bar when everybody knows, just being myself, you know. I wore red pants. So, I mean, I don't know how people are gonna react, and I am scared, you know. I don't want people to look at me different, but they might.
That's dumb. Like, do you talk different than you did a month ago?
No.
Do you act different than you did a month ago?
No.
No. Before you left to go home, we went out to the bars. You were gay then, too. Like, it's not gonna change anything. You're the exact same person. You're still our friend. You're still the same person. You're still gonna dance when no one else is. You're still gonna drink your girly drinks.
Okay, time out. Someone wants that girly,
It's the exact same thing, though. Like, it's no different than anything was a month ago. Because we're in it together. We're friends now, so everyone's the same. So do you, man.
I feel like it's been an upward climb the whole time I've been seeing you.
Okay.
Just kind of slow but steady progress.
Okay.
And I definitely still have a lot of issues with how I feel about my body and stuff, but not even just with the way I feel, but also with my relationship with food. I mean, it's obviously a lot healthier and it's definitely manageable. It's just, it would be really nice to feel like completely free, but then I don't know if that's ever normal.
When you've had an eating disorder, you will always have kind of a different relationship with food than somebody who's never worried about what they ate or about their body. You'll always be aware of food and be aware of what you're eating and that kind of thing. You know, recovery is such a long, long process.
My counselor is pushing me to take on new challenges that'll be beneficial for my mental health. Hosting a dinner party helps me face my food issues and is a big part of my recovery.
Tell us exactly, remind us what we're looking for.
Well, we need to look for salad stuff.
Got it.
And then also coriander, parsley.
Going to the grocery store when I was in the midst of anorexia was very difficult.
It just says 1 medium onion. So I don't know what size medium onion is.
I'd get so stressed out that I'd just have to leave without buying anything, or I'd break down. I couldn't just choose something because I liked it. I had to calculate how many calories, serving size.
Just 1 tomato, really? What about for a salad?
Yeah, but that's
good.
It's full salad.
Oh.
Do you think we'll need more than 1?
How many people again?
Like 7 or 8. For tomorrow evening, for the dinner party, I still have to pick out a salad dressing, and I have to figure out dessert, and that's still stressful for me because there's just so many complicated extra factors that fit in and criteria I feel like I have to meet, even though I have to remind myself that that's not accurate. It says serving size 2 tablespoons, and who gets a tablespoon and measures out exactly that for how much dressing they have on their salad? That's something I would have done just to feel like I had control.
Now that I'm prepared for the dinner party, my next challenge is to tell my friends my story.
I invited quite a few people for dinner tomorrow night, and I also invited Aiden, who I've always kind of wanted to open up to and share with, but I never really got round to it, I suppose.
So Aiden doesn't know anything about...
No, not really. At this point, I don't really know what people know, and I'm scared of like rumors and stuff, so it would be nice to kind of open up the floor to like, you can ask me questions and stuff like that. Got it.
I'm feeling so nervous and just overwhelmed. I'm scared to share, but I know that I need to. Which knife should I use? I never know which one is appropriate for which task.
I don't know.
This looks like a chopping one.
Yeah, that looks good.
Do I need to skin it first?
Oh, bollocks.
You do that thingy where you...
Teach me.
I still need help with garlic. Sarah has it. Okay. And what do you do with the head of lettuce? I don't know how to prepare that.
Just cut it.
Amanda, when did you learn how to cook an egg?
Last year.
I know.
I feel like I missed out on a lot of things because I was so preoccupied with food and my weight. I would go to pretty sad lengths to avoid eating. Must be someone here already. Okay.
Do you want to get it?
Yeah, sure. Hey guys!
Hey. Hey, what's
Thanks
up?
for coming. I'm good. How are you?
I'm great.
You go first. You go first.
No, I'm hosting. One of the guests has to.
To do what?
To try falafel. You should go first, Aiden.
Yeah. No. You, on the other hand. No regrets. I can pour that for you. One, two, three.
Yeah, that's a lot better than I thought.
Yeah. I thought I was not going to like it at all. Yay.
I know it's important for my health to share my story with my friends, but I'm nervous about how they'll react. I need to try and push myself, even though I'm scared.
Yeah.
And breakfast.
And now that they have circle tables,
Yeah.
we always really like the circle tables.
Yeah.
Because they only had a few first year.
Yeah.
And now they added a lot more.
You can see everybody.
I don't know how much you know, Aiden. You know that I've been like sharing my story in a lot of different ways, but you don't know what that really is.
Yeah, there you go.
Basically, from the age of about 13 or 14, I had anorexia and depression.
Oh man.
And I struggled a lot to try and get any kind of professional help. It was like an uphill battle. And when I was 17 in January, before scholarship weekend, I tried to kill myself.
Oh man.
I took an overdose of painkillers and I woke up at 6:30 a.m. and I threw up, and then I threw up every half hour until the afternoon. When I realized it wasn't going to kill me, I was very disappointed. But then once I started treatment, I was really grateful. I felt like I'd been given a second chance because the doctors at the clinic and then at the hospital were so good and so dedicated, and everyone who helped me. It made me feel, even from the first session, like maybe I have a chance of recovery. Like, it's just been nice to know you're around and you cheer me up.
Well, thank you. You can always come to me, you know that.
I know.
Okay.
You're awesome. And thanks for coming tonight.
Yeah, no problem. I got food.
And you liked it.
And I liked it. I really liked it.
I would just like. Are you crying, Elise?
No, I'm not. No.
Does anyone want to help me with the washing up?
Yeah, we need to get going soon anyway.
Everyone understands some of the things I've been through, and I'm so grateful that I can talk about this stuff. I just love to spend time with people that can make me feel so good about myself. That's definitely a way I take care of myself now that I wasn't really aware of before, but it's something I can look out for now.
Through everything that's happened to me in my lifetime, it's become apparent to me that talking with people that support me is what helped me make it through and help make big decisions. You know, we have a lot of fun now, and you know, when we're all together and we're with everyone else, you know, I turn it on, you know, for you guys. But there were some really, really awful and really dark places that I went to in my life, and it just, now that everything's out, it's a relief to know that I don't have to ever feel like I have to pretend to be something, or if I am going through something, I can say something and you guys are gonna be there for me.
That is a big thing though, Dev, like, even it's out and everything, if you still do have something that, you know, that you feel like you can't tell someone, I mean, you know that we're here, like,
right.
Still.
I plan on never going back to any of these dark places again, but there's gonna be times when I need my friends. If I am going through something, I can say something and you guys are gonna be there for me. This kind of state that I was in, this kind of depression, it did get to a point to where it was too much for me. It may have looked like I was okay and may have looked like I was happy, but inside there were times where I was screaming. I was so scared that, you know, I didn't know what to do.
I decided that I wanted to hurt myself. I'm just gonna jump off this roof, you know, no one's gonna stop me. I realized it's not what I wanted. I needed to change my life, and I needed to go in a different direction. My first step to kind of getting out of this state that I was in, this kind of depression, was to kind of, you know, seek out someone where I could talk through my issues professionally. I just sat down and just talked. That was just the first step to clear out some stuff, and then, you know, to deal with the stuff that comes after, you know. So whether it's a big group or a small group or one person, it makes a difference. I had a whole support system of family and friends and track and dancing and all these outlets together with a combination of, you know, the small medicine that, you know, my doctor put me on. That was the whole prescription. That was my whole way of getting better. Now, I feel comfortable everywhere I go. I feel comfortable with everything that I'm doing now. And I do have to make a pretty big decision within the next couple of days. Maybe this part of my life where I'm on the track and I'm competing and being part of a team, you know, maybe that's the part that has to just end. You know, coming out was the biggest decision of my life, but this is a really close second.
I'm coming. You're here. Come on in.
Thanks for having me.
Oh, baby, anytime. Come on, let's chat. I have to tell you, when you walked through the door, I could see you're healthy right now. Right?
Yeah,
I just want you to stay that way this year.
I will. I think I can.
Can you?
I think so.
How? Tell me how.
Well, something I really struggled with was all the media I encountered about eating disorders seemed to be really simple, like you ask for help and you get it, and then in a few months you're fine. And mine wasn't. I had to go through a lot to get the intense help I needed. I felt like it wasn't represented. So I started compiling a lot of my diaries from when I was 12 through about 16, 17.
You know, you should really try to plan something like an open mic night. And you could kind of organize the entire thing.
Never had anything I wanted to share. I never thought I'd be brave enough to anyway.
You are now. I just think it would be one of the culminations for you to be able to stand in front of people and share this.
Yeah, I think about all the logistics of organizing it.
Don't complicate it.
Writing is definitely one of my outlets, and Joe's very supportive of me using my work, but I'm a little bit nervous because I've never done anything like that before, and I don't know how it's gonna go. Charlie is willing to help me with open mic.
Can you do like a C? Is it in the same?
And boost me up and give me that support.
I think they sound pretty together when we can get the right chord.
Yeah.
I think it's always good to find somebody to talk to. Definitely someone like Charlie who can support you and understands what you're going through. That's been a really positive thing for me.
Yeah, you should do that for the open mic.
You think?
Yeah. People will love that. I think you sharing would really help people.
Do you think we're ready? I think after a bit more practice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gosh.
I used to run because it was good for me and because it helped express what I was going through, but I realized it was me running from my problems. I can't keep running from certain feelings that I've had, and if I'm trying to close the door on some of the dark places that I've been at, that might mean that I have to close the door on track and field as well.
Busy day today?
3 classes, what about you?
4?
4. Jesus, man. Wow, you're busy.
It's busy, busy.
And how's track going?
I don't really know how I feel about track right now.
What do you mean?
I don't know if I'm gonna run track or not this year.
No way, dude. I thought, like, you love track.
I do love track. It's something that's really dear to my heart, something that's got me through a lot of stuff. I always wanted to see things through. It's just, it might just be beneficial for me to move on with my life.
Have you talked to your coach yet?
No, I haven't. I haven't talked to anybody about it yet, really.
How do you think he would take it?
I don't want him to be disappointed in me. He's very special to me, and my teammates are really special to me. And
well, when do you gotta decide by?
I gotta figure out something within these next couple of days. You know, I have a chance to really focus on my school, or to like focus on, you know, really pursuing my dance minor. And
I didn't know your minor was dance.
Yeah, yeah. That's why I'm taking like tap today, and I got jazz, and I got ballet tomorrow.
Well, whatever decision you do make, you know people are there to support you, but you also know that your teammates, your friends, your coaches, they're all gonna want you to stay. But I also think you should like talk to some other people about it, see what their opinion is on it.
Yeah, I gotta give my mom a call later and just really kind of go over it with her. You know, she's been super supportive with everything so far, and it'd be nice to just kind of see what she thinks about it.
Hello? Hey, Mom.
I'm going to communicate with you because I love you.
Yeah, I understand.
But I hope that you have your priorities straight, and I hope that you have, you know, plan A, a plan B, and a plan C. But if I have to give you a reality check every now and then, that's what a mother does.
All right, Mom, well, I love you. All right, bye. I want her to be proud of the things that I've done and the places that I'm going to and my life ahead of me. And I want her to be proud of the person I am on my inside and what I have to offer.
Today's the open mic event, and I'm super nervous, and I'm uncertain about whether I'll be able to get the words out.
I've realized recently that I only look attractive in the bathroom mirrors of the house that I grew up in and certain Chipotle locations. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank you all for being here and to introduce my dear friend, Sarah Virginia, who is going to share with us some poetry and some songs. She's never done this in public before, and I admire her strength and courage, and I'd like you all to give her a big round of applause.
So in January 2011, I was at a really low point, just feeling like nothing was ever going to really change for me, and seeing no other way out, I tried to kill myself. Then I was referred on to intense treatment, and I'm going to play a song that my friend Grace wrote for me at my lowest point, and it obviously made her really sad. And being the talented musician she is, wrote this song for me. Stop thinking about the ways that you fall down. Take a walk beside the waves, you are allowed. It's okay to take the pebble from your shoe. Skin the pebble in the sea, I'm here with you. I wanna make you smile, if only for a while. 'Cause it makes me sad when you are sad. Life is hard, but you know I'll always be around.
When I got a round of applause at the end, I was really chuffed. That might be a Britishism. Just means I was proud of myself, what I'd accomplished.
I just wanted to do this today because I know that it's not something we really talk about, and that can make it really hard for people to reach out for help. But breaking that silence is so liberating and something so powerful, and it's worth it for the difference it can make. You'll not only help yourself, but you'll probably help other people as well.
I have this big decision that I have to make about track. I want to follow, this new freedom that I have and want to just, go where life takes me. But at the same time, I don't really want to let the people that mean the most to me down, my team. I don't want to let them down. I need to really kind of put together how I'm going to do this.
You can never hurt me again.
It's been a tough decision, one of my tougher ones so far, but it's the right one. Made up my mind, and I got to do what's best for me. So, unfortunately, you guys can't come with me. I got to do this by myself.
Life continued, defeating depression continues now.
Dev, how'd it go?
Can I just have a second?
How'd it go?
It was really funny. Like, I couldn't, get the words to come out of my mouth at first. Like, I found myself just, beating around the bush. But I just had to say, I have to not run track anymore. I have to do what's best for me. It was kind of bittersweet to walk out and just have to look at the track one last time before leaving. And, yeah, it all kind of hit me when I walked outside that this is something I'm not doing anymore.
I feel more appreciative than ever of how well I am. Mentally, I'm in the most amazing place I've ever been.
We just had an open mic event. And I sang the song that Grace wrote for me, and I read a poem, and I talked just a little bit about that in front of total strangers. I wish you could be here.
I'm proud of you.
Aww. Are you crying?
Yes.
Why are you crying?
Because I love you. I think it's amazing. You going out of your way, even speaking about what you've been through to other people who are going through it, trying to help them, is the best thing you could ever do.
I'm still recovering, but I'm at such a better place where I can use my writing and my music to hopefully help other people. I don't think I've ever been as excited about the future as I am now.
Hey, Duke.
Yeah.
Hey, can I talk to you for a second? You have time?
Yeah.
So today I went and saw my coaches and I officially resigned from the track team.
And why did you do this?
It was time to close the door on track.
I don't really think you should have done that.
Yeah, you're not the first one to say that, but I guess when it comes down to it, I gotta do what's best for me. I can even start dating and see if I could find me a man.
Yeah, that works.
This is my skirt, which shouldn't have ever fit me as an 18-year-old. I have the power to take back my life from this skirt and everything it represents. I'm going to eat my favorite food and not feel guilty. Wear a swimsuit without freaking out. Dance and totally embarrass myself. Exercise in a healthy way and not obsessively. Goodbye, skirt.
Everyone has their own situation. Everyone is unique. No one fits in the same mold. We all come from different places, and it's about finding where you fit in and really doing the things that make you happy.
I've worked really hard to release the constricting clench my illness has had over my mind, body, and soul, and I will continue on this path of recovery. If you or someone you know is struggling emotionally, head to halfofus.com for resources. If you need immediate help, please call 1-800-273-TALK for a confidential conversation.